it's cold outside.
The welcome is there.
How lucky that you
So
dropped in.
nice and warm.
Look out the window at the
My sister
sun.
will be
Gosh,
suspicious.
your lips look
My
delicious.
brother will be there at the door.
Waves upon a tropical
My
shore.
maiden aunt's mind is
Gosh, your
vicious.
lips are
Or
delicious.
maybe just
Hey everyone, Ray the Dashing Womble here. Blimey, it's gotten a tad chilly here. Actually, I think it's around 25 degrees, the man says. And I don't think it's too far off of that. But with the wind chill, it's a lot cooler. Anyway, hope everyone had a brilliant Saturday. We had a family event this morning and over the lunchtime, and when I got some lunch after that, and then because I didn't sleep a whole lot last night or before we went out, I ended up coming back home and going for a nap before we went out and started the door dashing fun. Well, blimey. It was somewhat busy. A lot of flipping ridiculous offers coming through for sure. Nothing unusual there. I might have gotten a picture of a couple of them, but first order. Where was I? I think I was over by the Mint again, and didn't get started until pretty late tonight. Actually, I'm not sure what time I got started. Maybe about 6:30 or so. Let's go double check. Well, that answered that. Okay. Yeah, about 6:15 I got started tonight. Or last night, because it's now 12:30. We haven't just finished, but been somewhat driving around waiting for something to come in. But anyway, yeah, so got started late, but first orders was a double stack. Actually, I was outside the Mint and got a stack order for Wingstop and then Jason's Deli. And I thought, oh cracky, one of those is bound to be older and such, especially that time of night on a Saturday. But I walked into Wingstop, and there was a few people that were in front of me. But the girl that was serving, she looked over to me and she said, "Oh, you DoorDash?" I went, "Yep." "Who are you picking up for?" So I said, "Janelle." So she was like serving those people and still helping me. And while they were trying to figure out how to do the payment, she just went to the shelf behind her, grabbed the food that I was there for, and that was it. Confirmed the order and off I went. And yeah, that's the way to flipping do that, for sure. I mean, that was she's certainly someone who can work the room there. She certainly can do it all, from what I could see at least. But I weren't there that long, but she done well. And then I went down to Jason's Deli just after that, and I'm tired. And yeah, that was waiting for me when I got in there. Just had to get someone to serve us, but I mean, that wasn't a problem at all. I mean, it was in and out of there more or less, and there was just a few of us in there at the same time. Not all DoorDash drivers. Someone was ordering some food, but they wasn't sure what they wanted, and so they stepped back and let me go. And then another dasher lady came in behind me, and she was getting served, and yeah. Anyhow, we all got out there, and on the way I went. I think that one didn't go too far away. And then the other, I think, went out to Greenwood, somewhere out there anyway. Somewhere out there, yeah, that's right, down off near Lakewood, not Lakewood, Raintree Lake, that's where it went to, out that way. But yeah, it was busy. I don't recall any flipping madness. Oh yes, I do. I lie. I picked up an offer for, I turned down several offers that said they were high paying orders. And as soon as I logged in tonight, or last night rather, it came up saying that your high priority orders or some load of rubbish like that, it says at the top of the screen. I took a picture of it, so I'll put it up somewhere on the video. I may just line them all up, I don't know. But anyway, so I turned down a few because it seems like they'll put, let's say, $6.50 plus. I think that was one I had tonight, $6.50 or $6.75, something like that. And it says plus. Now, bearing in mind, the first one I ever did of that actually turned out to be a catering order. So I have no idea what comes through. Tells you nothing. Tells you where you're picking up from and where you're going to. But you have no idea whether it's a catering order or whatever. And so I had this one tonight. Well, several of them actually, but anyway, several of them came through, and it says $6.75 plus or $6.50 plus, whatever it was, or $7 plus. Well, plus what? You don't know. Well, I had this one, and it was from Johnny's Tavern, and it came up as that. I think it said $8.50 plus or $7.50 plus, and I went, well, Johnny's Tavern, it could be a pin catering order, not sure. Anyhow, I got to Johnny's Tavern, woof, because I wasn't too far away from it, to be fair. I just come off around some back roads around there, and went, all right, I'll do that. Bloody hell, I should have flipping just turned it down as soon as I got outside there. The place was absolutely packed. I couldn't park. I ended up double parking behind a couple of disabled cars that were there, or cars that were in the disabled bays. I went, sorry, I just left the van there. And I went in there, and this is one thing I don't like about Johnny's Tavern. I went in there, and there was 3 flipping birds that were at the hostess desk. And I said to them, I'm here to pick up an order. And they went, oh, if you just go to the bar. I went, okay. Well, I said, that should be fun. Because I've looked over at the bar, and the place is absolutely swarming. The place is packed. The whole restaurant is packed. People are stood around there waiting to try and get a seat, whatever. And, yeah, just go over there. Well, when you go over there, you don't actually ask the bar person. You kind of ask whoever's flipping there. And bear in mind, it was that busy, and the restaurant, the waitresses are busy. So the 3 lazy asses that are stood at the front, just all they were doing were nattering. I mean, I watched them actually while I was in there. That's all they were doing was rabbiting all the time I was in there. And it was trying to get their attention, and that. Once went in there, and there was a geezer that was there. I said to him, I didn't want to step in his way. Didn't want to get in front of him or whatever. But anyway, he says, no, he says, oh, they've seen me. Okay. And I was there. It was trying to, Oh, they're working on it. They're working on it. That's what they came out. They're working on it. And then, well, as soon as they've told you that, thumb, they've gone. But I mean, fair dues, they were really, really busy in there. My bother is one, as the hostesses, you don't need 3 of them up there. And like I said, all they were doing was rabbiting between each other. They weren't doing shit. They could have actually gone in and done that. They just could have gone in and flipping done that. Because the waitresses, they're running around and they're working. And there's nowhere for drivers or people that are picking up their food. There was individual people in there picking up their food, or trying to. And there's nowhere to stand. Nowhere to sit in there. I mean, there should be a place for that. But, so we were all in the bloody way. And you could definitely see that the waitresses are getting pissed off that we're there. But where the hell are we supposed to go? And, hard luck. Get the food done and let's get on out of here. We won't be in your waiting. But, I mean, they were definitely working hard in there, but waitresses that were, and the bar person, oh my God, it was absolutely mad. And it was like about 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. I can't remember what the time was. But, it weren't early, that's for sure. But it was, maybe it was a bit earlier than that. But the place, good grief, the place was packed. I texted the customer and said, I sent them feedback to DoorDash saying that it was pretty busy and then it was going to be a bit longer of a wait. And then I texted the customer and said, the restaurant is really busy. I'll be with you as soon as I can. And they wrote back and said, thanks for the update. But like I said, I think it was like 775 or 750 plus is what it said on that one. And plus what? It wasn't a catering order. It was a big bag of food, that. And anyway, that one was a leave at the door. So as soon as I got out of there, it didn't take very long to get to the house. I think 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most. And got up there, parked up on their driveway, went and put it on the doorstep. All the houses all lit up very nicely. I mean, that was definitely a bonus. Could certainly see on that one, unlike the Dipstick Friday night. Anyway, so yeah, I went and dropped that one off. Took the picture of that. Got back to the van, hit confirm. And the 750 plus, well, it was plus. 850. It wasn't worth that. If I'd been able to walk into Johnny's Tavern and it wasn't so busy, it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it'd be in and out, gone. But somehow or other, that food was delayed. I don't know how. I don't know how that works. As soon as someone puts in the order, is that when a driver's dispatched? It's certainly not long after, because I remember when I put them in, a driver has gone on their way. So so as soon as the flipping order goes in, more or less, is when it goes out to a driver. And that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. It's far too early. I mean, there should be at least like a 10-minute delay or something on that. Because you've got to give the restaurant time to get that food in, because it doesn't go to their system immediately. I mean, I've had that several times. Taco Bell, for example. I think Applebee's went to one stage and it hadn't gone into their system yet. But it was because I was close by. I went, okay. picked up the hit that I'm going to take the order, accept the order, and then go straight in there. Well, that don't work because they still got to receive that order. So then you're just sitting around waiting for it. And especially with like Applebee's and Johnny's Tavern too, because I mean they're not fast food. They're at least got some body to their food. What they make, there's a little bit more goes into it rather than just pulling it out the freezer and flipping microwaving it, because whatever it is that they do, because from Taco Bell or McShite or whatever it is. I've got to turn this on. It's tad chilly now. I turned everything off before. So put the heating on just a bit. Been having a problem with that. Got a bit of a coolant leak. So I had to turn the van off later on tonight. Oh, it's starting to creep up a little bit on the gauge, and we've done a job, and we was on our way to Pizza Hut to go get something to eat. My wife wanted a personal pan pizza, and I said I'll just have some breadsticks. Well, the temperature gauge on the van started creeping up quite a bit. So I got up there quick and I said I'll turn the van off and we'll have the food in here and watch a video. I ended up watching Pedro, one of Pedro's latest videos, and learned some stuff on that. And whilst we were waiting for the van to cool down, crikey, it was getting cold. And then when I went out to put the coolant in, I was waiting for the van to cool down, so I gave it a bit of time doing all of that. But then, truth, froze my bloody arse cheeks off out there. We've been trying to fill the van up with coolant. But thankfully, it's not a big leak, but thankfully it's boiling hot now. But yeah, Johnny's Tavern, I mean, well, not just them, I mean, like I said, they were really, really busy, and it wasn't that the waitresses were not flipping working. They were working their asses off, without a doubt. There was some gadget that was wandering around in a white flannel shirt. I don't know what he was, but he just seemed to be in a bloody way. It was something to do with him. He brought a couple of plates of food out to someone at the bar, but that was all he did. He just seemed to be some bloody wally that was in the way. Don't know if he was manager or what, but whatever he was, he needed to flipping kick his arse into gear and bloody help him, rather than just be in the bloody way. And as I said, the hostesses, you didn't need 3 of them up there. All they wanted to do was just gab all night long, and they certainly did that while I was there. Anyway, so yeah, got that one delivered. Did a Papa John's tonight. Actually, I did 2. But it was later on in the evening. It was just because I was coming back from that way, from Greenwood area. I said, all right, I'll do it, because it's on their way. And it was actually going to take us behind the drop off around the back of the Mint area. So I said, all right, I'll do that one. And I got that, and there was a bit of a wait there, but it was only like 2 people that were working in there at that time. Then a driver came in. But yeah, it just seemed like there was only 2 people that were working. And they were working. So I just sat back there and just waited. And I wish I'd not nestled in there before, because the food I was waiting for was actually on the shelf. So I got that one, got out of there, went and delivered that, done another delivery somewhere else in between time. Oh no, coming back from that one rather. That's right, that went off around the back roads, around the back of the Mint. and then once I deliver that one, another one come in from Papa John's, paying I think $10 or thereabouts. And I said, oh, sod it, I'll do that one. My wife was on the app of Pizza Hut trying to order whatever she would order the food, and I went off and done this other order, which was actually all ready for us when we got in there. Walked in there, gave them the name, they went and found it straight away on the shelf, and I was back out of there and on my way. But yeah, it was you know, for a Saturday night, it seems to not be very busy. And I still don't understand about Andy's. What the heck is his? What do Andy's do? All I see is that they got frozen stuff on their bloody on their website. I mean, that flipping line at flipping Andy's, the later it gets and the colder it gets, the more flipping people are in their line, in the lineup. I mean, they line out to like $2.91. It's crazy. And then they have people standing outside, which is even crazier. But anyway, I don't know. Don't know what the flipping thing is with them. Because you can go down to Custer's Last Stand and they have people waiting too at times, but nothing like what Andy's. I don't know what the big thing is about there. But anyhow, so they're busy, but yeah. A lot of cops around tonight as well. I noticed that. I wasn't nothing to worry about, but it just seemed like there was a lot of cops around. Don't know what was going on. Keeping an eye on everything, I suppose, which is good. But no, nothing really to note today. I did get. I've had a couple of requests. I've told a few people about the funny stuff that's gone on over the year or so that have been doing DoorDash. I mean, the encounters with certain furry creatures that are one not so furry, and being attacked by them, or oh jeez, a couple of dogs that wanted to try to eat me. One really wanted to eat me. Just so I've had a request to do that, and I did say that I was going to do a funny section too, all the daft things that happen. So I'm going to do that. I've got to do that. Also need to get another camera, I think. Still on about trying to do that too. But I've got some pretty major repairs coming up to the van. One's that CV joint on Tuesday to go in. And I don't know where this coolant leak is, but I need to get that sorted out. We put a pressure tester on it last week, wasn't it? Or 2 weeks ago. And I don't know, couldn't find the bloody leak. Seemed to be alright, but don't seem to be so now. But then this has got to be a small leak for sure, because it's not going out that fast. But yeah, that's it really, I think. I'll just put the usual up here. And also, I'm going to change the time if I can on the sending the videos out. I start to do it at 7:30 in the evening, but yesterday morning rather, because it's now 1 o'clock in the morning for a Sunday morning now. But yesterday morning, I think it was 9 a.m. that I put that one out. I scheduled that one to be out at 9 a.m. It seems to have got a lot of hits, so I might start doing that 9 o'clock in the morning. What do you think? I mean, when's the best time that you want to see videos? When's coming out? Does it stay on your system? Do you have a lot of channels that you're signed in with or subscribed to? Because the last thing you want is if you can be bombarded by so many notifications that that a new video is out, etc. I'm subscribed to quite a few channels, but anyway, so if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and please subscribe. It's all free. Again, that will notify. You'll get notified on anything that I send out. If there's a posting that I put out about something, a community post, etc., you'll get all that whenever if you subscribe. And like I said, it's free. Costs you nothing to subscribe. And if you hit the bell icon too, it's to the right, down below, and yeah, hit that bell icon and you'll be warned of when the videos come out, etc. Alright, in the meantime, I didn't get any Christmas light pictures tonight, and I do have another video that I'm trying to put together about doing the Christmas light tours in the other vehicle. Anyway, so I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna do a video for that too. Anyway, if you're interested in the other channels that I've got going on, I've got one about vehicles as well that's coming up soon. That's going to help you more with purchasing a vehicle, dealing with the dealerships, selling of a car, how to sell a car, how to help you get maximum profit out of it. And like I said, dealing with dealerships is, you have to be careful. You certainly do have to be careful. And I can't say I'm very impressed with a lot of the dealerships here. The ones that I've fallen into, certainly the last one where I worked at, did not like the way their business practices at all. But anyway, and that's really somewhat prompted me to do the video in the first place. Well, that, and I've wanted to do something too. I mean, and it'll go over a little bit of car maintenance as well, what to do. I may try and sell some cars on there, or put some from trusted car dealers that I deal with, and yeah, and just go over some history of some vehicles. I've got I've got several vehicles here that I'm going to show to on those, and just general vehicle stuff, car stuff, van stuff, electric vehicles. I really do like the way some of the electric vehicles are going with the technology and such. So just everything really. I mean, and just to give you a quick bit of a background, I've been in the car trade since I left school. Actually, before I left school. I was buying and selling cars before I left school. And then I went in to do my first job, well, after the fire service at least, trying to get into the fire service. I did it. I tried doing it, but that really wasn't for me. But then, so I got into the car trade, but I've always been interested in cars anyway. I was helping my dad in work on his car when I was really, really young, and I just got used to it being rolling underneath the car and getting the engine oil out, or pulling the gearbox out and putting a clutch in an old Cortina or something. And then I went and worked for it. I'd done my apprenticeship and such at a Toyota dealership in southwest London, and started my own business, doing it all. But I've worked in the car trade, and I've ventured off and done other things as well through the life. I had a photography business, which I really do like photography too. And that was just when I got fed up getting dirty for a living. And that went really well, actually. but I've always had my hand in dealing with cars, and I can't tell you how many cars I've bought and sold over the years. But I'd never actually been, never had the specific job of being a car salesperson till I got here. I mean, I bought and sold a few at garages that I worked at, or certainly sold a few. But it's car sales here, you really have to find a trusted dealer. Certainly do. And certainly the last dealership I worked at, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. And I've seen other places like it too along the way. I'm not saying that we didn't have any flipping dodgy dealers in England too, but there was certainly a few. But it's the way that you treat the customer that you're dealing with too. That's one thing. And one of the car dealerships that I worked at, that I was there for 7 years, I think I was there, back home. Small dealership, and the fella that was a manager there became a director there. And then when the owner had actually passed away, he got part of the dealership too. And he's 82 now, and he's still dealing with our old customers. He won't just let them go to any other car dealer. He looks after the people, and we always did when we was there too. That was why we kept getting recommendations. So that's where I've learned to be a bit more responsible, I think, in the car dealership. So when I came here and got to deal with being in the cars, selling cars and that, and especially with the last one, it's just not on. Just not on. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Like I said, bit of car maintenance and that on there. I look for how to change the light bulb, upgrade bulbs and such. Upgrade your lighting, and just go over the cars. May do a few silly things down the road, but they're not going to be like Top Gear. I do enjoy Top Gear, but Top Gear doesn't seem to do a lot for the common person, I suppose. I mean, keep having these $1 million cars, which are real good, I suppose. I mean, they're fun to flipping have for a while, but try doing door dashing in a bloody flipping $1 million flipping McLaren, or you know, drive around in the snow in one. I'd like to see you do that. Try taking it out and flipping 2 foot of snow, or flipping a foot of snow. It's a fun car, and I mean, I know it's a British-made vehicle, but or any of them. A Ferrari too, all great vehicles. Except they do break down a lot. But no, kind of stick to the regular stuff. But you know, I like a flipping speedy car too. I love speed, but always have done. But it's all going to be about regular cars that everybody can afford for the most part. And that will be starting up soon. So I'll let you all know. So if you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll post it up somewhere. Or I'll just send you a link. All right, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Keep warm. It's not going to get any better soon, or anytime soon, except it's going to be 4 degrees warmer today rather than it was yesterday. Yay, heat wave. All right, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back on soon. Have a great Sunday. Cheers. Ta-da.